Hello, all you space engineers out there. Commander Kingfish here, and I am back in the Apex Survival, basically the farming update, and it is episode 18. And we had just finished pretty much getting the greenhouse done and functional. So you can see we've got vegetables, potatoes, we've got our coffee, our mushrooms, our fruit, and our grains, and we can now produce real food. And I've actually already done that. I did one. So if we hop into our inventory, you can see that I've created a meal pack with seared sabaroid. And so we are going to eat that. It's going to give us 10% health plus 99.9% food over 30 seconds. So in other words, we're going to get full. So we're going to go ahead and eat that, and we should see our health and our food going up, as you can see down there. So I have that, so I'm not going to have to worry about being hungry as often. The other thing too is, if we go into here, we go to our production, and I cooked up a bunch of insect meat. And if we go over to our inventory, we can see that we now have 189 cooked meat, and we still got 131 out there. We've got plenty of algae that's coming in. That should be getting pulled over. So we've also got seeds, or our food that's packed up here, and our grains. And I also made another meal pack, so let's go ahead and grab that. But what I've also got going is whenever... So, it must be, what's it missing? Vegetables. Yeah, so we need to make sure that we're getting our vegetables, and I think, see how close they are ready. That was the one thing that I was a little light on, was vegetables. So this is at 100%. So let's go ahead and pick these, harvest, and then we'll get some more planted. We'll need to be careful here because we need to produce the seeds first before we do anything else. So let's harvest. So this is going to be helpful in getting, and that's at 100%, and harvest. All right. Let's go ahead and throw these into here, because they're going to get sucked over. And they've already kind of got one pulled out. If we go into production, we've got those are seeds. So if we go to our seeds over here, we need to make at least 2, 3, 4, and then we'll grab those out, and then we can replant those. There's 5. Food. We'll grab these seeds, and we will go ahead and get those planted. Vegetable seeds, plant. And we'll plant those. More. And another one, plant. And then we're going to start storing the excess. So one of the things I want to do, I've got the one vegetable seed in there already, so we're going to go 2. And So we need to always keep making seeds after we harvest so we can ensure that we always have those. So now, let's go to production. Let's go back to seeds. And let's make at least 2 more of those. All right, so let's go over to our inventory. And let's grab these 2 out. All right, so, we're already right here. So we can go ahead and drop these. I got this locked so that the inventory management can't pull these away from here. So these will always be available to us right here, easy to find. And let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and make some more of these. And once I get these done and made up, I'll catch back up with you here in a little bit. And then today I wanted to just do some cosmetic stuff, get some things cleaned up around here, finish getting those wind turbines done over there. Just odds and ends, stairs in the background, just some things that need to be done to really kind of get this finished up and put some lights in. So once I get these seeds and stuff all squared away, I'll catch back up with you here in just a little bit. Well, I just got done harvesting everything and getting everything into production or created more seeds, but we have a unknown signal that looks like it's going to fall right into our lap here. Let's go outside and take a look at that. See what's going to happen here. See where that's going to come down at. I've never had one kind of land right in my lap like this. And they do explode, so I figured we better take care of this one when it lands here. And here it comes. Where's it going to land? Is it going to land on the roof? Come on. Miss. There we go. Delivered right to our front door. How about that? All right. Where is our... Well, let's do this part. Let's try our luck. Nothing. All right. Let's get into the... Can we push this thing over? Come on. There you go. All right. Beautiful. All right. Detector components. All right. Well, I don't know if we really need those at the moment, but they do have materials in it. So let's grind this thing all down. And we'll just throw this right into our inventory. Yeah, that's pretty handy. It's a shame that they all don't do that. And it looks like I caught a little bit of the floor here. Probably the one hazard about... Yeah, the one hazard of trying to grind this up here. All right, let's rebuild that before it all falls down below. All right, let's get this one rebuilt. All right, let's see if we can finish grinding this down.
Energy low.
And of course, energy is always low. There's that one. There's that. Take it slow and easy here, and we should be able to get all of these. And one item left. There we go. And let's just make sure this is all okay. All right, let's throw all of this stuff into the bin here. And this is going to get sorted around. And we might as well throw that in there for now. I guess I better go get some energy while we're at it. And we've got a radiation storm going on, so can't hurt to get inside. Although we do have our decontamination chamber out there, so that can clear that out. And I just about got doubles of my seeds. I need 3 more vegetables, so that was the one thing that we were a little low on, is vegetables, so that's going to take a bit to slowly get that built up. I was trying to see where Izzy is automatically producing stuff, but it doesn't seem to be showing here on the components, so I'm just wondering if it's down below. Weld item 2, unless that's what that is about. And I don't see the meal pack kelp crisps. It's keeping those. The Savaroid. Maybe it is. Well, it's not doing the seeds. It's doing that right there. So, all right. Anyway, that radiation storm is still going on. We can finish getting decontaminated out here. And I'll kind of show you what I wanted to try to get done today, or at least get started working on it. So we are all clear. I needed to build the back stairs. I wanted to get some lighting in and around here. I want to put more braces in and around. It just looks a little odd. So if we come over here, come down here, I'll kind of show you what I have. And I need to put some stairs up and over here, so we'll take care of that. But just stuff like that that needs to be done now. But if you can kind of see these overhangs out, but I know how I want to do that. And I went and unloaded all my steel, so let me go grab a little more steel, and I'll show you how I'm going to fix those up. And then we've got to start welding this stuff up. I've got stuff to weld up down to the algae farm, get that kind of straightened up. But let me grab some steel here. And let's go steel. And we'll grab maybe a couple of 300 of those. So I've got some angled I-beams that I think look pretty good in there. So if we come over here, and we can just kind of start right here. Let me find my I-beams. There we go, 4. And we want these to be charcoal. And we want them to be frozen. And let's do that. There we go. Now, this angled I-beam, if I put that in there like that looks pretty good. I like that. So we're going to put those in and around. And so if we put one right there, we put one right there, and then I put it right here as well. And then I'm going to put some more in between, but those, put that like that. And then I think 1, 2, yeah, right in the middle here, like that. I think those look pretty good. I think that gives it some nice structure looking on the outside there. And I think one right here. So let me go ahead and get these welded up, and I will get the rest of them in, and I'll give you an update once I get those done. Okay, well, I got my bracing in all the way around, and I think it looks pretty good. The other thing I had to do was I put in a set of stairs coming up and over here, and I moved my turret out a little bit because it was right here, so I figured that it would help kind of reduce possible damage, and it would probably give it a little better line of sight on some of the spiders that are spawning. So I don't know if I'm going to build these out because they're sitting there as support, but it is a much easier getting over because I was have to go down and then crouch to get under the pipes. So this just makes it a lot better to get over. And so here's my bracing. I've got the bracing down here, although 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that looks pretty good right there. And then I've got the bracing on this side, which matches the other side, except this one comes down all the way down to here. So this one, you know, if you look close, you'll see that there's only 2 blocks in between here, and then there's 3 blocks in between here. But you don't really notice that too much. And then down here on the end, since I've had these blocks coming out, I put these in that way. So that still gives it the bracing, and it still looks like it's not really kind of floating into there. So I kind of like that. I think the next step is to get a set of stairs in down on this end, so that door is kind of hooked up. And so that means, well, let me get my colors here. Oh, the reason I had to put those additional blocks in down here is I couldn't get any attachment. So if we hop up here, I originally was going to put the stairs right here, but there was no attachment coming across. And so that's one of the frustrating things I have with these stairs and catwalks, in that they don't have attachment points in all of the places that they need to have attachment points. I think the SE2 does a little better job of that, so which will be nice. It'll make it a little easier working with these catwalks. So let me get started on this stairs down at this other end. Oh, I know the other thing I got to do is I suspect that my harvest is about ready. So I'm going to go up there and harvest those plants and get another batch going, and then I will get started on that stairs, and then we'll catch back up with you when I get that done. Well, I got that stairways done, and I was just doing a little odd stuff here and had a spider pop up, and I'm guessing that that turret down there took out the block right here because that spider was sitting right over there. So I guess I've got a repair job here. Let's grab our parts out of here. Grab that. And I'm gonna have to grind this down. Oh, and I'm hungry. Let's do this. Well, come on. Back in SE2, I guess. We're going to eat another one of these meal packs, which is going to give us 100, and we don't have to worry about it. I haven't had to worry about any kind of food pretty much this whole time here. So I'm guessing I can just go ahead and just put that turret right here. Let's get to my turret 7. I think I'm doing those just in gray just to kind of keep it consistent. And if we kind of turn it like that, put that there, and let's build out that turret, and let's put these back in. There we go. Okay. All right, so that's taken care of. Now I'm going to go show you what I've gotten done over here. And I think the next thing that I need to do as well is put each building has to have its own power, and so what I am doing is going to build a wind turbine over here, tower, and then I'm going to place a battery probably right here. I think that'll be just fine. And then you kind of see the stairwell that I got. Oh, it's going to hop up here. So we've got the stairs up, and that comes up, and we can go in and out right here. So, oh, I guess the next thing I need to do is we get over here. I need to build this up. I need to be able to get up to the roof. So I'll probably put just a, maybe we can do something like this just to get up to the roof. It's not going to take too much. Let's get to our stairs. 9. This will go in here just like that. Put a couple of these in. These are just temporary. And that should allow me to get to the roof. Well, maybe a catwalk, a temporary catwalk right here will do. Then again, it's not going to attach, of course not. But I know what will go right here. And this is just temporary. Oh, this block will go right there, and then I should be able to walk right up here. There we go. And that gives me the ability to fall down and have to start this all over again. All right, and I probably have already blocked myself off, which I have. All right. Well, shoot. Can we get by here? Oh. But that puts me... All right. Well, let me rethink this. Anyway, I'm going to put a wind turbine tower in here. Let me get that in, and then I'll catch back up with you here in a little bit. Well, I at least got all the wind turbines in, and I got my scaffolding and stuff set up. Kind of a convoluted way. I just gotta weld up the column now and then build the battery. So let's see if we can, let's see what's gonna take to do that. Get these out of here. Probably gonna have to build something over to there. And let's see. One more maybe? Fine, we'll do it that way then. That should get me over there easily enough. Be able to reach that, get that one built, get this one built, and then get that one built. And then I can take this one back out, back over here, take that one out, take that out, and then I guess I'll have to go down one more here. Actually, I think I can go ahead and take these all out. I may be able to reach it from right here. What? There it is. Cool, got it. That one. Oh, I need more steel plates. That figures. All right, well, I got my other scaffolding through here that's kind of funky looking, but it works. I need steel plates. We can go back inside here. Thank God the ice storm's over. I was getting hit by ice pellets. And that unidentified signal is what caused that stutter right there. Let's grab some more steel. And we'll get... that should be enough to finish building those out. Let's do this. Get back up there. I wonder. We're gonna have to go up above, but we should be able to get the rest, I think, from... Just gonna keep going down here. There we go. We can get that one. We can get this one. And then I think we can get that one. And if we get that next one... No, but we should be able to get it from the bottom. So I am comfortable enough that I think I can take this stuff out. There we go. Alright, that's got that stuff all out of there, and yeah, we can reach this from down here. And there's our wind turbines, so that we've got power now for this building. So we've got power out to all the buildings, basically. They each have their own power. Now I wanted to put a battery in right here. So let's go ahead and get that battery in. Charcoal for it. And where, there they are. 4. Turn that like that, I believe. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see what we need for this. And it's going to probably take quite a bit. But hopefully we've got most of the parts in there and what needs to be done. Probably those one components, the power cells might not have enough of that, but we were full on our inventory anyway. So we'll go ahead and dump these out. So we do need the power cells and the computers. And I guess we can unload some of this steel so that we have room for them. All right. Let's go ahead and unload this stuff. All right, 23 power cells, and I believe the computers, but that's another full load of inventory, so let's go ahead and dump those in. I think what I got left to do now is I've got to get lighting, and we're probably not going to get that today. But we have got quite a bit done today. I'm going to have to do some more harvesting. You know, just a lot of the little things that need to be done, and I wanted to get this completely done before I start on my production facility. My production facility is going to be refineries, assemblers, and a storage facility. This here is going to remain right there because I want that completely separate, but the rest, there we go. All right, so those wind turbines should be starting to charge this up along with the others. We're not using a lot of power right at the moment. So, and the base is all connected, so it shouldn't take too long. If we take a look at this battery, we should see that it will be fully recharged in 32 minutes. So it's getting a pretty good bunch of power coming into it. So it's already getting stored up. All right, so let's see. We got just a little bit of time left. What I still need to do some stuff out here. I want to, I think, put in some sort of walkway system, at least around one side of this. And the other thing I do need to do, actually, we're going to do it right now because I do need to put another row of blocks in. So let's get our blue, and of course I emptied all my steel out, so I can't do that just yet. So we'll go and grab that steel back again that I just dumped out. All right, and then we'll get those blocks in down there. Grab that. And you know what? I probably need to grab some more food. Let's go. They should. That Savoy meal pack. That's the one I've been eating on. Oh, dang it. Let's get rid of 10 of those. And we should be able to grab that. Oh, I got 2 in there. All right, that's perfect. System's going to make a couple of more, and then we'll have those down and in there. All right, let's get those 1 blocks in. I see a radiation storm starting to come in, so we may end up just calling it good here pretty quick. But I do want to get these blocks in, so we're going to put them in right along through here. And then we're going to build those out. And there we go. All right. The other thing I want to do is put lights in right here, which will be just exactly like those down there. Kind of see that those are angled in. I think that would look pretty cool having lights in there. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put those same spotlights up in and around the building there, which I think will look pretty good. So let's see. You know what? I think we're just going to wrap it up right here. We've gotten, I guess, quite a bit done today. Actually, you know what we can do? Let's go inside. We need to get out of the radiation anyway. We should have another batch of vegetables and stuff ready to harvest here. And yeah, 100%. Let's harvest these. We're just going to harvest all of our vegetables. And then we're going to replant them all again. I'll kind of show you what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do here. We'll do 2 at a time, actually. It's a little easier to keep my brain focused that way. And harvest that. And harvest that. All right, beautiful. All right, so if we come back down over here, we will dump these into here. We're going to go over to production, over to seeds, and so that was grains. I'm doing 8 each time just to start slowly getting a build up. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully we've got enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. And are we going to get enough to get them done with the vegetables? We should this time around. Nice. We're finally starting to get ahead a little bit. We'll let those get built. And then we'll go ahead and plant those. And then we'll do the same with the others. So that's ever so slowly, it's going to start giving me a stockpile of vegetables and these other grains. And the spiders, they're hungry too, it looks like. Let's go see if we can find that spider meat.
Energy low.
And of course energy's low. It's always low. There's a spider right down there. We can kind of take the shortcut. I don't know if there was 2 of them, but certainly we've got 1 of them here. I heard a couple. Oh yeah, there's the other one right here. There. Yeah, I wonder, did any of the bullets hit anything? It was this guy here that I moved out. Probably had a clear shot to them all. Alright, let's get back at it. And finish getting our farming done. And then we'll call it good for the day. One of the things that's been kind of nice, I've been able to kind of do everything from right over here. Alright, so we should have, if we go back into here, we'll put these over here. And if we go food, grab that, and then we should be able to plant in these. So let's do vegetables. We'll plant that, plant that, plant that, and plant that. Now let's do the grains as well. Plant. Plant. There we go. And the last one. Plant. Okay, now if we come back down here, I'm keep my seeds right here. I've locked this storage container, so if we go ahead and put these in there, now that gives me 16. And if we put these in there, that gives me 16 of those. And that's what I'm trying to do, is put 4 extras in there every time I harvest. So now if we do the potatoes, harvest, and same thing here, and this one, and this one. That's the potatoes. Let's do the fruit. And we'll harvest those. That one. And that one. All right. Come down here and throw these all in. And if we go to production, that was potatoes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it was fruit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll harvest these other 2 while those are producing. That's our coffee. It's ready. So I've managed to do this. I think this is the 4th time today. since I've been building away, and this is giving us the ability to, you know, come inside and do stuff out of the weather, although it's gotten pretty nice out there. And we will harvest these. I'll go ahead and put these in production. I should be able to grab my potatoes and fruit. They should be ready to go. Coffee, mushrooms. Okay, if we, and then we want to go over to seeds, our coffee, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then if we come over to our inventory, you should be able to grab our potatoes and our fruit. And then while those others are making, we can go ahead and get these planted. All right. Potatoes.
Energy low.
One. You know what? I need to put a machine over here.
Energy critical.
Okay. Great. I was hoping to be able to get this stuff planted and taken care of before I had to do that. We're down to 9. I do need to build something over here. Did I end up with an extra potato? Plant. Did I miss a spot? Oh, I did. I missed one here. That's how we ended up with an extra potato. Extra potato head. All right, let's plant this. And plant this one. This. There we go. And let's go ahead and dump these extras off into here. I am going to go run over and get charged up. I do need to put some sort of charging thing here. A seat of some sort, and I'll do that. Huh. Boy, those spiders are getting to be really active, aren't they? All right. Let's grab you. And see if I can get up there and grab my energy in time. Lots of spiders, lots of meat. I guess for farming them. That's kind of a handy way of doing it, I guess. We've got the turrets taking out the spiders, and we're just harvesting the meat out of them. So we're doing pretty good with that. And we're going to get charged up here and finish our planting. Drop this meat off. Throw that in there. All right, let's go get this done for the day. A farmer's work is never done. All right. But I am liking the way the place is starting to come together. It's ever so slowly starting to look pretty good. All right. Let's grab our food our seeds. There we go. Get the last of these done. And this is coffee. Oh, this will be these right here. Plant. And plant. Start getting enough ahead, then I can start making some Java for us to drink. There we go. Plant. And the mushrooms over here. We'll get another crop going. Nice. Very good. Okay. There we go. All right. Dump these last ones over here. I really want to get a nice stockpile of seeds built up. And we're starting to do that. So I've got 16 of each. And so that's good. That's good. So we'll have plenty, starting to get plenty of seeds in there. Well, I think we've got stuff accomplished today. We've got the stairs. Well, you can see we've got the wind turbines in, and we put the battery in. We've harvested a bunch of food. And if we come out here, we got this stairway all in. I've got supports put in for the ledge. That looks pretty good now. I like that. And I managed to get a set of stairwells in over here so that we don't have to go in and under the pipes, crouch down to get through here. And so, yeah, so I think at this point we're going to probably call the video good. Let me get up here where we can have a nice look at things. And yeah, all right. Well, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. It really does help out the video. And please subscribe. That will really help out the channel. Okay, space engineers out there, keep your heads low, keep building away, and don't get shot. And with that, Commander Kingfish is out of here, and I will see you all in the next episode. Thanks for watching, everyone.